I had a client ask me, what's the fastest way to get started and start seeing results? And obviously, we don't have an hour and a half to go through that here, but I want to dive into how could you practically get or unlock 2 to 5 opportunities or deals in your CRM this week. And again, this is not about being hype. This is more, I think there are 2 to 5 minimum relationships in your CRM right now that you can activate to create opportunity. And when I look at opportunity, I look at threefold of opportunity. Number one, they can be a new client. Number two, they can be a referral partner. Or number three, they can be a co-marketing partner where you do a joint webinar. Maybe you have like different services, but a same audience, a same client that you serve. So if you have your CRM ready and you want to run through this challenge or this exercise here, I have a simple game plan that we can dive into. It is 4 steps and we can just dive into it together here. So the first thing is look at your existing client base. Like these are the best people to build a relationship with, obviously. But here with your clients, ask for referrals. I'm pretty sure, I don't have the stats, but every single one of your clients want to help you. They want to give you referrals. The only reason is you don't want to ask or you're afraid of asking. You don't want to come off as salesy of asking them. Just ask them directly. Just ask them legitimately, hey, how are you doing? How's the value of our work? Do you like this work? Would it make sense to see if you could make an introduction? Who needs this service as well? If you knew who they are, or if you had an idea who they could be, could you make an introduction? And that sounds super silly. I butchered the script because I wasn't following a script. The whole idea is like just ask and give you a real case study. So one of my clients that I was working on with this process with, I told them when you onboard a new client, to set the expectation that working with this client, like when you're working with the client, like we're going to excel in our work with you. And once we excel, I would like to get a referral from you because I love working with you and we're going to do exceptional work here. But I also expect on the flip side that as a thank you, you're going to make introductions. He did that after our call. And for a new client during onboarding, you think, well, that's pretty salesy, it's pretty bold. No, it's value add. Like when you're in business, people know you're in business. And if you have a process to ask for referrals, people can respect that. Like, hey, this person is following the playbook. They may not be following a perfect script. They may be doing it in their own style. You might be shy. You might not be as bold. You may be super hard-headed and whatever. Just ask and set the expectation that when you work with clients that you want referrals, not just because, oh, you're going to help me build my business, but you're going to over-deliver value for them. And when they do that, people do want to help you out, especially if you're cool to work with and you're delivering results. Okay, so the second phase or the second part of your CRM to look at are prospects who didn't buy. I recommend doing this every single quarter and just instead of saying, hey, let's check in on these prospects that you made an offer but didn't buy, create a new offer for them. Get creative in your follow-up. Don't just say, hey, I hope you're doing well. Do you want to buy today? No one's going to do that. But maybe look at what are the pain points that they were looking at or looking to solve and either identify, hey, maybe we didn't win your business. How is solving that pain point? Did you go in a different direction? What are you doing right now? Or maybe if you have some sort of offer to bring them in and maybe you're working on either you're doing a webinar, maybe you're doing a workshop, maybe you have some sort of SaaS or some sort of case study, something where they can entertain or work with to extract value and solve the immediate need, you can make that offer. I have one client where she's putting together a workshop and she's following up with people and they're taking her up on the workshop instead of saying, hey, do you want to follow up to close the contract? It's more, hey, we're doing this thing that is relevant to your market based on the exact timing, what's happening right now in the economy. We're doing a workshop in X months. Would you like to join? They took them up on it. Simple follow-up, value add, builds relationship, could open up to opportunity for you. Now, the third is re-engaging your warm leads. So these are not just people that you have a name and an email. These are people that have shown interest and maybe they may be qualified to work with you or they may not be qualified to work with you. I think the key thing here is also just following up with them and making an offer, either an entry-level offer, maybe you're actually doing a webinar here, get them in there, follow up with them via the webinar, seeing if they are engaged, seeing if you're actually solving a top-of-mind problem for them, and then build rapport and relationship that way. And you can do this asynchronously. You can do this with emails. Ideally, you're doing this with one-on-one messaging, not just spam like newsletters that I unsubscribe to every single week from LinkedIn. It doesn't work. If you're listening to this, it doesn't work. Please stop doing that. All right, so the fourth is strengthen your existing referral network. And if you don't have one, it's time to build one. But essentially looking at who has actually made introductions for you in the past 6 months, 12 months, and are you personally building a relationship with that individual or organization to work with them to either create some sort of referral partnership, referral program. I know some industries you can compensate and some people aren't doing it for the money, but if there's a way for you to create some sort of excitement, some sort of flow with your referral partners, why not do that? The first place to start is who's actually introduced you in the past. And then from there, if you do these activities, and again, I'm not looking for 60 or 80 hours a week here. I'm looking at what one thing could you do each day? If you just did these things and you focus maybe 45 minutes each day that you could activate possibly 2, maybe even 5 opportunities in your existing CRM. And I believe that these are the activities that you can execute on and then you can start getting results or start building the bridges to get those relationships and seeing how you can support them, how they can support you, and then that builds opportunity for you. These are the habits for success. Hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions or particulars, comment below, and I look forward to answering those questions.